Claire Whitfield hasn't touched her keyboard in 4 hours. She sits at her oak desk, eyes closed, morning light warming her face through the window, while amber maple leaves spiral past the glass. Her stock charts glow on the monitor behind her. She doesn't look at them. This is the wealthiest woman on her street, and she built her fortune by learning to do absolutely nothing. 20 years ago, Claire's hands shook over a different desk, a laminate slab on a Manhattan trading floor crammed with 40 other desks just like it. Fluorescent light, the stink of cold coffee and cortisol. She executed 90 trades a day, staring at 6 monitors until her vision blurred, convinced that speed was the same thing as skill. By the end of 2003, she had lost a third of her capital. Every dollar she earned, the market clawed back twice over. Then she read one sentence that changed her life. Warren Buffett, not in a boardroom, but in a paperback on a subway platform, wrote that the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Claire stared at that line until her train passed. She read it again. She felt something crack inside the part of her that needed to move, needed to act, needed to prove she was working. She quit the trading floor, bought this oak desk at an estate sale, set it in front of the widest window she could find. And she made one rule, which she wrote in a leather journal and placed in the top drawer: do less. She moved her entire portfolio into 4 index funds and a handful of dividend aristocrats. Then she closed her laptop. The hardest part wasn't the strategy. It was the silence. Markets crashed in 2008, and her portfolio dropped 41% in 5 months. Her brother called, panicking, begging her to sell. Her neighbor sold everything and bought gold. Claire opened her journal, read her own handwriting, closed it, and made a cup of coffee. She watched the leaves turn that autumn. Same window, same desk, same stillness. By 2012, she had recovered every dollar and then some. By 2016, her portfolio had tripled its 2007 peak. The compounding wasn't dramatic in any single year, 7% here, 11% there, but it stacked, layer upon layer, year after year, like rings inside a tree. The traders she once worked beside burned out, blew up, or simply broke even after decades of 60-hour weeks. Claire averaged 9 minutes a month reviewing her holdings. There's a reason this works, and it isn't magic. Every time you trade, you pay in commissions, spreads, and taxes on short-term gains. The average active trader underperforms the S&P 500 by nearly 2% annually after costs. Over 20 years, that gap devours roughly a third of your wealth. Stillness isn't passive. Stillness is a compounding machine. The autumn light shifts across Claire's desk now, the shadow of a maple branch creeping over her journal. Her monitor shows the same chart she set up years ago: broad market indices, steady dividend payers, a bond allocation she adjusts once a year. Nothing exotic, nothing clever. Just time, doing what time does when you stop interrupting it. She opens her eyes, picks up her coffee. It's still warm. Outside, a single amber leaf catches a gust and rises instead of falling, holding there for a moment against gravity, suspended in gold light, before drifting down to join the others. Claire watches it land. She doesn't check the market. She doesn't need to. The oak desk holds everything she's built, and everything she's built was built by sitting here, quiet as wood grain, and letting the years do the work.